Hi everyone, we are doing a series called the 4 W's and 4 P's, and it has got to do with how we grow spiritually. Today we want to look at patched or perfect, and that has got to do with seeking wholeness and inner healing within our own lives. Colossians 4 actually used the same vocabulary where it talks about that we might stand perfect and complete in the will of God. In 2 Peter 1 verse 5, it talks about that we need to add to our faith virtue, to virtue knowledge, to knowledge self-control, to self-control perseverance, to perseverance godliness, to godliness kindness, to kindness brotherly love. And it says that if these things are yours and abound, you'll neither be barren nor unfruitful in the knowledge of the Lord Jesus Christ. So you can see there's a real progression of growing within our own personal relationship with God and also within our own lives. Why would seeking wholeness be important? Wholeness is needed in order to sustain ministry. Wholeness is needed to sustain relationships. I mean, if you struggle with not believing that others see the best in you, or you're codependent, or you see everything as through a critical lens, it's very difficult to sustain and keep our relationships. It's also important, wholeness is important, that we view God through a right lens as well, where it's not that God is angry and He always sees the evil or the wrong in us, or He judges us, all those things that we can often project onto Him. It's not who He is, but it's through our own personal lens. And what that means is we can often believe lies about ourselves. And so how do we do this? We identify these lies. What do we believe about ourselves, about others, and about God that is not true? And how can we seek counseling and we can seek help in order to break through these things? It requires us to work out our own salvation with fear and trembling, where we evangelize these areas of our lives and we make them our enemies, to really work through these things until we see Christ form inside of us. It's important we make the right choices. It's much easier to act ourselves into change than to feel ourselves into change. I mentioned that it's important to seek counseling, like almost like someone acting like a midwife to help you break through in these areas of your life. I do believe there are some areas where you will not need a counselor, but the all-sufficient one that you seek in the private place when you're on your knees will bring breakthrough. I remember days of locking my door and fasting and seeking God to bring breakthrough in my own life when it comes to codependency and lust and inferiority and different things that I struggled with at the time. So I encourage you to take these issues head on, and that you don't avoid them, that you don't shift it onto, well, if others need to change, they need to change in order for me. That we take ownership in these things as well. And I mean, I know emotionally we'll never feel that we want to make work of these things, but it's very important, especially in the earlier years of our journey with God, that we take time in the private place to seek healing so that we can be released into the public place where we can actually walk in our giftings with those around us, that we view them then in a healthy way as well. So bless you guys as you journey towards perfection in wholeness, in your own personal relationship with God and your own self, that we will start to pursue looking more like Jesus so that we can also act more like Jesus.